when you're making investment decisions, how much in your mind are you making that decision on what exists today? And how much in your mind are you making that decision on the potentiality and where you think this can go?
This is so hard. This is one of the hardest like shifts I think I've had, because as a designer, in every job I've had before being an investor, when someone comes to me with like, hey, here's an idea I have, and in my head I'm like, yes, that's an amazing idea, and here's how with design we will make this global, amazing, impactful, right? I can already see like it could work like this and it could work like this and we can do this and da da da. And so you have, or at least for me, I have this positive, I'm inclined to think, dream big and think positive outcomes and see this thing manifested into like all its glory, right? Well, guess what? Like as an investor, you're not the designer on the thing. Like at best, you're like a coach. You can guide, you can help recruit, but you can't design the thing. And so I think, so we do two things. First, we say, okay, you want to build company X. Let's dream together. So one of the things I tell founders is, let's dream together, you and I right now. It's 5 years from now. So right now, August 18th, it's 2022. It's August 18th, 2027. Daniel, like, what does the thing that you're building look like that is meeting every one of your wildest dreams? What does the product do? What are the people that it impacts? Like all that stuff. Let's dream together. And that's like an exercise. Let's just like do that together. And then I kind of think, okay, like given that's where you want to go and the team that's in place right now, how, how do we feel about that delta?
Yeah.
Right. And what needs to happen to make that dream a reality?
That's where you crush their dream, Ben. If that second question.
That is where I'm like, well, you need a designer at least, or at least 50 for what you want to do. So I think that's something that as an investor, I've had to kind of temper a little bit of this, like, yes, and a little bit. And you have to have a little bit of like, a little bit of skepticism. And honestly, I don't know, like, I think, we'll see long term. It's tough because like, it's easy to like, be like, well, this one, I've seen 7 companies that, it's like, well, when Facebook was raising money, like there were 30, social networks that were around at the time. And there's a good reason to say like, that'll never work.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And guess what? It did work. Right. So I think I'm trying to temper, like find the right balance of let's dream together. And let's think about what could this be if everything goes right. But then also kind of temper it with like realistically, like, does that vision fit what the founder, with the skill sets of the founding team and kind of like their ability to execute and all that good stuff. So that's a shift that I've had to happen, but it's definitely hard because as a designer, you just want to work on all the things and make them all like manifest into their like best selves.